Marquez having a look around to see what's what. Is anyone going to take the risk of diving into the pits to start on wet tyres?
Here we go, guys. It's the on time, and the rain has started to come down, so this race is starting to get interesting.
No one knows genuinely if you
wonder what will happen today.
Wet bike and it pours down, you've got such an advantage. You're probably going to win.
There goes working. Right, I thought what happened last week in Miami did happen. Red flag it, hang on.
He was getting out the red flag there, wasn't he, the marshal? Have we got people picking that pit lane? We have. Marquez is one of them.
Marquez coming down pit lane. Bill coming down pit lane. Hang on.
And start the race. More than 10 riders.
Why wouldn't you? Stay out.
Well,
stay out.
It doesn't matter. More than
Everyone's
10
coming in.
It's done. We'll have we'll have a quick start procedure, won't we?
Quick start procedure, I think.
10 riders starting the race from pit lane.
Yeah.
There'll be a quick restart procedure. They've all decided.
There's a quick restart procedure happening here.
A quick restart, so it doesn't really matter any of this now, surely.
Yeah, it doesn't matter any of this now, surely.
Because there's more than 10 riders. It will be red flags. Here we go. Red flag. There we are. Excessive number of riders at pit lane, so we'll have a quick start now. They can just take a moment.
Red flag.
Take a moment to think about. There's Graham Webber. He's raced.
So the race won't start yet, chat. I was a bit of a weird start. Although to be fair, the rain did come down. I can't expect it to rain.
It was a bit like Marquez running off the grid in Kota, that. But everyone decided to come down pit lane.
And it's the right
decision. Everyone decided to come down pit lane.
Safer for everybody.
It's safer, obviously. Because obviously you can't start a race on slick tyres.
Into turn one with slicks on that's 200 miles an hour.
You're probably going to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's
pitted. Just like in Kota, he's going to have his bike pushed.
Yeah.
Back down pit lane, and we're going to have a quick race restart. They will drop the
quick race restart at Tour 8 for Le Mans time.
14:08.
So 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes time. The pit lane will open for 1 minute. The riders allow one mechanic on the grid.
Watch this. Watch his front wheel lock. Get ready.
Oh wow!
That was a wild for Quattro about was.
He's trying to generate some heat in his
smile watching
smiling. Yeah. Talk about get your attention.
Yeah, get your attention.
That's horrible. That's a jolt of adrenaline in the veins of Fabio Quattro.
Obviously, it's over in Fabio Mark because obviously it's Quattro's home race, and Quattro has always been a better rider. So,
how does this change the game we've got ahead of us? Is it still a foregone conclusion that Marquez is going to win it?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not in these tricky conditions.
It's not a foregone conclusion that Marquez will win this race.
Conditions, but it throws in a lottery element. Of course, it depends what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes regarding the weather. If it rains a lot, we're going to have a wet race. They'll start on wet tyres.
Yeah, they'll keep on this weather.
I was just about to say, it's been like this for the last half an hour. I've been in this commentary box in and out for half an hour. It's been drizzling, but it's been evaporating on the ground. So it has been borderline being
reduced in one lap.
How ironic.
So 26 laps now.
After the chaos in Kota, that when we come here, they bring out these new rules and they've been used straight away in the first race. I'm not surprised. 11 out of the previous 23 Grand Prix at Le Mans since we came back here in the year 2000 have had some form of rain at some point. So that makes it
26 laps
chance. I expect the stats for the British Grand Prix aren't too dissimilar.
Yeah, British Grand Prix in 2 weeks.
TT as well.
I was going to go into that, but
so
unless
a reduction in the lap
if it wasn't so busy, yeah.
And the pit lane will
so yeah, so I'll have to do a watch on the British Grand Prix then, like I did last year.
But nothing's sort of changed, if you know what I mean. It's not like, well, look, it's wet. It's not. It's still slicks. In fact, I'm going to have a look now.
Yeah, that's 26, yeah. I wouldn't change that.
Do that. You put your bike down, yeah? Right, Alex Marquez, is he keeping his cool down in the...
Or me, I'm going to have a look and see what the Premier League's looking at.
Running high.
Is it something that maybe one of them do?
Never mind, still have time.
The Spanish Grand Prix. Neil's outside having a powwow with Sylvain Guintoli, who's got experience himself.
Yeah.
He led
so 3 minutes till race start now, until pit lane opens.
Colours. Do you remember the Dunlop sponsored machine that they had that year? He led, Rodney de Punier led that year as well.
Yeah, Ryan de Punier.
It's guesswork. Honestly, I've been
in 2007 we had the
I've been sitting there with Silver and
Verlumen when he was Suzuki.
Literally, I think you've got to start
obviously had some classic MotoGP races on their YouTube.
And two, you're going to be going that slow, you're going to lose a load of time because you can't risk going any faster. But trust me, it's still not wet, but it's gone greasy underfoot. Yeah.
See if I can find
it's a gamble.
If we have a look down here, Frankie Morbidelli.
Yeah, Verlumen won the Suzuki win. Milanzi second, Stoner third, Pedrosa fourth.
He was strong this morning
fifth
in the
Rossi
warm-up.
sixth. Yeah, Rossi was sixth.
He was the quickest. Schweinmeier was the fastest.
Yeah, Alex Hoffman
in the
fifth
wet weather.
on
As
one of the other
Silva just jumped
Ducatis.
on, the microphone quickly.
Yeah, he's got a bit more experience than anyone.
He was
round
here
here.
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago,
With
in the Le Mans 24-hour race, leading the 24-hour race
Yeah.
in similar conditions, Sylvain. So go on, what would you do?
Well, this
Someone
is
could tell I
really,
didn't know
really
he actually
tricky
did
conditions.
24 hours ago more.
The thing is, in Le Mans here, it's a very low abrasion track. So
Yeah,
as soon as
back
you
then,
get
that was a
little
choice of
bit
tyres.
water,
People could
a
just
little bit
bitch on
standing water,
Bridgestone.
as in like the
When
tarmac
Stone left
gets
the World
a little bit
Championship.
wet, you're not going to get the grip at all with the slicks, and you're going to lose a lot of time. You're
Where
going
is
to
Nicky
take
Hayden on
massive
this?
risks
I know-
as well
I know
to
he's
try
down,
and
like,
even keep heat into the
somewhere in the
tyres. So
championship.
even if it's just a tiny little bit wet, you would gain a lot. You'll be a lot safer, and you'll
Yeah, I
gain a
know
lot of
at this
time
point
doing
in
the wets and
2007
then
Stone was
doing
stopping
a
the
flag to
championship.
flag and swapping bikes when the track is actually
Oh, yeah,
dry.
Hayden was
In
there.
a 50 rider effectively field at 24 hours, 200 crashes, so an average of 4 per bike that was
Yeah,
out
declared
there.
wet
And
race.
you said you could crash with the bike upright.
It was absolute carnage, doing that race. Just very, very low grade, and out of last
Germany
turn,
is
as
getting
we've
ready.
seen, in the Red Bull rookies, and as
So
we
it's
see
just sorry
every time
about
it's
chatting
wet,
about
he's
the
meaning
first
that-
few minutes,
he's
obviously, but
loving it, he's loving it.
How fun is that?
Just be yapping because, yeah.
So
So race will be on
very
soon,
tricky.
that's when we
Last
can actually
corner
give
very
this thing
tricky
up.
in the wet or
Give
when
this
it's
thing
a
on the
little bit
right,
damped.
underway.
And yeah, for the riders, they've got to go with the. I think they're coming out with the wets, aren't they? Yeah, Pecco is going to go on the grid with the wets. It looks like.
Yeah,
So this
Pecco's
will
on
be
the wet.
a quick start
Yeah, wet.
procedure. So the end of the pit lane is going to be open for about 30 seconds, I think. So they have to get out really, really
They have
quickly.
1 minute.
Yeah,
Is
Pecco's
it
on the wets.
mechanic on the
I think
grid?
everyone's going
Does
wets
anyone
here.
gamble it? Brad McNamara.
It's wet. You can't change on the grid as well, can you?
Yeah, you can't change on the grid.
Tyres they start the race
You
with.
do
That's
another
right.
warm-up lap afterwards, and Marquez can't take the risk. In the
Yeah.
championship position, you can't. It would only be someone further down the order.
Yeah, it
that
would.
Really would realistically do it.
So
Right,
Marquez
they're
can't take the
heading
risk
out
here. I don't
onto
think any of the
the
Marquez
exciting
brothers can
lap.
take a
Another
risk
question,
here.
what you just
I can
did
go on
for
the
a moment, Silva.
dry tyres. What's Quartararo going to
You
do?
mentioned the last corner. Where are the other difficult
Yeah, that's wets for
parts
Quartararo.
to find grip around here in these
Quartararo never usually likes to rain, so we'll see what he can do here. Although we have seen some performances, good performances from him before in the wet weather, like take Indonesia 2022 for example.
You go into the Dunlop chicane, into
Oh,
turn 3, it's very easy to crash as well. And
yeah,
that's
there's loads of
quite
other
hot spots as well.
What's it like
It's
to lead
good
a French
performances,
Grand Prix
good
as a
performances from
Frenchman?
Quartararo in wet
I was gonna
weather.
say, this is very similar condition as in 2007.
I think there is anyway.
At the
Oh yeah,
time,
Le
you
Mans
just saw
2021 was
I remember
one
seeing those
where
drops of rain as
he
an
managed to keep his
opportunity.
score
You
and
just
still get on the
weren't.
podium.
You can't win your Grand Prix in normal conditions. When this happens,
Wonder
you
what
know,
other
you can take the
performances
risk,
Quartararo had in wet
take the
weather.
gamble, go for it, and yeah, have a go.
Last word from you, Sylvain.
Yeah.
Have you got a Johann Zarco feeling?
Zarco's good in wet
I do,
weather, so
actually.
I can't expect
Johan
Zarco to have a
He's very,
good
very
race
strong
here.
in the wet, Johan Zarco. He's also very strong with a drying track. We know
Yeah,
he can
Zarco's
manage
strong
the
on a
temperature
drying
in his
track
rear
as
tyre
well.
really well. And he's done
Like we've
great
seen, like in Le Mans
performances in those
2021, he
conditions before, so,
was
yeah,
very strong on the
Johan
drying
Zarco,
track and got to second.
Obviously, my heart would love a French hero today, and I think we've heard a lot of. I mean, I love the Spanish national anthem, but I would like to hear the French one again.
So it's exciting that for the riders to give a feel for the track. Obviously, it's always happens when there's a red flag.
Neil, thanks to Sylvain for that insight. Invaluable, of course. He was here, racing here, just a few weeks ago, 3 or 4
I was
weeks
put
ago.
Quartararo's race
for
leader
the
just because
24-hour
obviously,
race, and that's so cool to hear
yeah, he
from
starts
you
on
as
pole,
we
so might
get
have him as race
them
leader
out
for
on
now.
their final sighting lap here, Neil. Foot down
There's
for
Marquez,
Mark
Gian
Marquez.
Antonio
He's
and
looking back,
Alex
isn't it?
Marquez on
Well,
my way to
he's
the
usually good at
grid.
choosing the moment.
And they've got
This could be
the
the
dry
moment to come
bikes
in
ready
now.
just in case
What
that
happens now if
they
10
change it.
riders come down pit lane?
Look, Mark's waiting. Everyone's waiting because you
It's
don't.
dry. Sylvain's come in and said it's dry now.
So
Dry.
That's going to be slicks.
Is anyone, if 10 riders come down,
Yeah, they're all going to come
they'll have
down.
to have another restart.
Yeah.
They're doing it again.
And they're doing it again.
Surely not.
Yeah.
Into pit lane now.
I
I'll
could just
tell
do a
you
warm-up
who's gonna
lap.
do it. I can't believe what
1,
we're
2,
seeing
3,
here.
4, 5, 6, 7.
If you see Mark Marquez do it,
8, 9,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So we'll have another quick restart, won't we? But the
Just let him take a
can't
warm-up
start
lap.
The race from pit lane. The rules are now you can't have more than 10 riders starting a race from pit lane. That was the new rule, so surely another red flag. Or do they go and rejoin up on the grid? Oh yeah, they'll just rejoin it from the original positions. Okay, this is it. This is the new rules in action right here.
New rules in action,
Because
okay, here we
this is
go.
a pre-warm-up lap. Of course, there's another warm-up lap to come now. And
There's
so
another warm-up lap.
These riders will join up at their original grid positions and have 2 long lap penalties. I can't believe that we've got these.
Yeah,
rules
they
in
take it a
action
risk.
Already, my mistake before. There's riders
Quartararo
on the grid
stayed
on
out.
slicks.
I didn't see him stay out.
Who's on wet tyres here and who's on
Oh, he did. He did.
One thing to add as well, speaking to Sylvan with his radar, he said that there is definitely...
No, he didn't. He didn't. All right. Never mind. I thought Crossroads stayed up, but he didn't.
A heavy pack
yeah,
of rain.
I've seen it. I've looked at the...
So they're all on dry tyres now. This race is going to start getting interesting. As Bagnaia is one of them who stayed out.
For slick tyres. Pecco Bagnaia has stayed out on wet tyres.
Yeah, Bagnaia, that's a tough call back. He stayed out.
On the wet tyres there.
It's aggressive from Bagnaia.
White flag with a red cross, meaning that rain is falling in that area. The other thing that we mentioned when we were down at turn 1, Neil, it can be raining at Garage Vert.
Yeah, it can.
And vice versa.
That's going to be an issue. It can be raining at any part of the circuit.
The curbs will be like sheet ice right now.
Yeah, the curbs will be like ice. So if you go on one of them, you're down.
Off the paint as quickly as it does off the top.
With Bagnaia testing the long lap zone.
Very, very tricky conditions.
Oh, we talk about Fabio Quartararo's adrenaline with the front lock on that first warm-up lap.
So these two will be taking, I think these few are going to be, all of these are going to be taking too long at penalties.
Such tricky conditions.
There we are, confirmation from Mike Webb. Thank you for...
Yeah, so they'll set the double on that penalty. I think, with the amount of time that these guys are going to lose for ones on wet weather tyres, I think they've done a good gamble here.
So, Marquez,
they don't want, obviously, that double long up to go to their end of race time. They want obviously 7 quickly.
Soft fronts and rears on the slick tyres at the